Warning, the following is an opinion, and it may not be your opinion. Get over it. What's up, guys? Cashin here with the next video, and today is Saturday, which means a Doctor Who video, and let's get right into it with the thoughts on the 10th Doctor. Oh god, I'm gonna get so much hate for this video, I can just feel it. As I'm recording, I can actually feel you guys in the future trying to punch me through your monitors. So let's get right into it and get this over with. The 10th Doctor possesses an outgoing and lively demeanor to hide his guilt for the Time War, which I think is actually very awesome. To me, that's one of his greatest attributes, is that he took all that pain he felt, and instead of being all dark and twisty, he decided to go with more of an outgoing and lively demeanor, which I love. Although he has this happy-go-lucky personality, when it comes to conflict, he actually has an entirely different personality altogether. He's highly protective and guards those that he loves, which to me, that is the Doctor in the nutshell, and that really personifies the 10th Doctor in my opinion. More so than the other Doctors, I would say that 10 was prone to becoming a bit crueler when he traveled alone. I feel like with the other Doctors, they kind of had a better head on their shoulders, whereas the 10th Doctor seemed to be a little bit more emotional when it came to certain situations. Although he was loved by so many fangirls and fanboys, I would say that he was a little bit more of the selfish Doctor out of the other ones. And the reason why, and this is one that I can never forgive him for, is that he wasted an entire regeneration just to keep his face. Which, in a really funny way, he theoretically aborted a future persona of the Doctor because he couldn't deal with losing his face. To me, I just can't forgive him for that. I mean, in a way, there are a lot of people who've told me that it's his regenerations, he gets to do what he wants with them. But I feel like at that age, the Doctor should have been mature enough to know that everything has its time. Here's the thing, guys. That is what they preached during the 10th's run, was that everything has its end. Everything must end. And even the 10th Doctor would make that claim. When it really mattered, he'd say everything has its time. But then when it was his time, he turned around and just decided, nope, not my time yet. To me, I feel like this is a flaw in his personality, but I do know that a lot of people would disagree with me on that. In my opinion, he was the major contender during the romantic era of New Who. He is the one who got with pretty much all of his companions but one. One thing that I felt was done poorly was the 10th's death. To me, it was such a disservice to who the 10th Doctor was. To me, it was just, he has this pride to him, and then at the very end, he just loses that pride. They stripped his pride away from him. And a lot of people say, oh, well, you know, I watched your Lyrian Maddox video, you know, what you said about the 10th Doctor. I stand by everything I said in that video. But what I really hated, I never actually said so on that video, but what I hate is how they did him such a disservice in a way that they made him turn into a bitch. They made him just get on his knees and just beg, and with this whimper, and to me that was not what the 10th Doctor should have done. Could have been a little bit more solemn about it, but he didn't have to be whiny. That's the word that it really is. It felt like he was whiny, and to me that's not what the Doctor should ever be, not even the 10th. Now, a lot of people would say that I dislike the 10th Doctor. Don't get me wrong. I love the 10th Doctor, but I feel like they really fucked him up when it came to the writing at the very end. To me, he is definitely in my top 5 most useful Doctors list, but a lot of his actions do not jive with me very well. A lot of his actions, I do not believe are the actions of the Doctor. It seems like the actions of a very selfish man. And although some people would argue, well, the Doctor is selfish, I would say, yes, you're right about that. He is selfish in some areas, but the Doctor should never be that selfish. And To me, that's why the 10th Doctor is by far one of the most selfish doctors. That's all I have to say about this video. If you would like to say something about me, please go ahead and say it. If you want to yell at me for my thoughts about the 10th Doctor, go ahead and say so in the comments. I can take it. And if you disagree with me, let me know. Maybe we can have a reasonable conversation about it.
I don't want to go.
Probably not. What's up, guys? Thank you so much for watching this episode. If you'd like to see any more from me, go ahead and click on that previous video. However, if you've already seen that and you want to see something else, try this other series that I played. As always, guys, thank you so much for just being there for me and for the channel, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate you. As always, guys, remember to spank that sexy subscribe button, and as always, be excellent to each other. Until next time.